Will Todd finally get his farm up and running? Will he learn the secret of the sprites? Will he finally meet that Bigfoot that attacked him? And most importantly, is the Bigfoot hot? Here's hoping we get answers to at least some of those questions as we jump into episode 2 of our Mythwind playthrough. Hello and welcome back. Now, if you're new here, we are playing through Mythwind, and this is episode 2 of our playthrough. Mythwind is a cooperative, cozy adventure game about going out into the world, building your town, being successful at multiple different professions. Really cool thing about this game is that there are 5 different characters to play, and each of them has their own set of rules. They do their own set of things, and they have all their own mechanics, but they're all also working towards making the town bigger and better, and there are events, and there are sprites. We go on adventures, there's weather, it's a whole thing. Now, in episode 1, we joined Todd the farmer, all right? And after episode 1, I asked everyone, do you want to see more of Todd, or would you like to see another character? And resoundingly, everybody loved Todd. They wanted more of Todd. I mean, who wouldn't want more of Todd? Todd's kind of a daddy, to be honest. Let's just call him like we see him. Todd is a farmer daddy. However, many of you also wanted to see how some of the other characters played. Heck, I wanted to see how some of the other characters today played. So I have made the incredibly possibly poor choice to play 2 characters today. So of course, Todd is returning. We'll be working on his farm, but we're also going to be playing as a new character who is the crafter. This is Veronica. I'm going to hold her here so potentially you can see her a little bit better under our game cam. Veronica likes to read. She has a book. She has scrolls. She has a hammer. She has a raven. She's got a lot of things. She has a lot going for her. Todd just has his looks, okay? Todd is really coasting on his looks and his shovel, all right? That's all he has. Now, Veronica, her whole thing is that she's going to be crafting items and fulfilling requests in order to make money. She's kind of like, why I was excited to try the crafter out is I really like this video game series called the Atelier series, which is essentially where you play like an alchemist and you're making things and you start by just making really simple things, but then as you go in this adventure in this really cool world, you're able to make like bigger and crazier things and you're able to help the town. Honestly, those games remind me a lot of this game and vice versa. So when I saw that there was a character that was able to like craft things and sell them, I was like, that sounds like something I'd be really into. So today we will be playing Todd the farmer and Veronica the crafter. And luckily, everything about this game is like very simultaneous. So I'm going to be kind of explaining what I'm doing as I do it, but a lot of things are going to happen sort of simultaneously and we'll just kind of bounce back and forth between the characters, which makes it kind of nice. I don't really have to remember like turn order or anything like that. So that's really great. So a quick rundown of some things that happened in our last episode. We were very broke for most of the time, but eventually we started to get our farm up and running. We played through all of spring. So now we are entering into summer, which is really exciting. At the very end of spring, Todd finally got lucky and made like a tiny little bit of money, which was exciting. We built our trading post. Today we're going to be working towards building a new building as well. Now I will say we have a goal. All right. So our goal for this playthrough for this season is going to be that we have to construct one building. So we are going to be working probably to construct the general store. The general store lets us go there to pay 3 coins to have a second character action, which is pretty cool. Like that seems pretty good. I mean, I don't like that it costs money, but you know, we need things. We need to be able to do things, and having second character actions, I think, is going to be really, like, especially important for our crafter. I think Veronica is really going to love that. As far as Todd goes, Todd was able to get some skills last round, so he's going to be able to do some fun things this game because he's going to be able to do some multiple things on certain turns, which is really exciting. Before we jump in, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who watched episode 1 and gave me your feedback. I am kind of blown away by how positive all the feedback was. It seemed like you guys had a really good time watching that video. I had a really good time making that video. I'm excited to be making episode 2. So again, please let me know what you think of this episode, what you think of these characters. Let me know, of course, if you like that we're playing with 2 characters. All of that at the end, you can let me know as we go through this thing. But I just wanted to say a huge thank you for watching episode 1. And if you're back from episode 1 to watch episode 2, I'm really happy you're here. If you're joining us for the first time, feel free to go check out episode 1 or just hang out for a little bit and see what summer is like. And of course, you know the drill. Like, subscribe. I'd love to see you back here for more board game playthroughs or book stuff or junk journaling stuff. All the fun things I do on my channel. I'd love to have you back here for it. All right, that's enough of that. Todd and Veronica await. Let's get started. Much like in spring, we're going to start our season by figuring out what the weather is. So today is sunny, which Todd loves that. I'm going to be putting our weather cards over here just because space is like the situation. So we determined our weather, and our weather effect actually has us doing an event. So I am going to just give these a quick shuffle because somebody pointed out in my last video that I was supposed to add a couple cards to this that I didn't. So I have rectified that situation. Yes, I have. We have a card here from last time that basically says that we need to do certain events before we can add another event in. So I'm not looking at these, I'm just giving them a quick shuffle. And now we're gonna take the top one and let's see what happens today. Rock golems. Rock golems are rumored to live in caves and ravines. Strange rock formations are an indication that rock golems have been at work. While exploring the hills, rock golems appear behind your group, which is now Todd and Veronica, right? Last time it was just Todd, but now we now have an actual group. They wordlessly watch you build rock cairns, observing how you work together as a team. If the current value of all of our sprites is higher than all of our village workers, it is not. Unfortunately, otherwise shuffle in event 52. We have more villagers right now by one. It's not by a huge number, but it is. All right, so we're going to shuffle in event 52. We'll do that in just a second. When you have resolved events 4 through 7, shuffle in event 8. Shuffle adventures 11 to 20 into the adventure deck. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of adventures. Hold on. All right, so I'm just going to quickly put that in there, and then let me find these adventure cards. Wow. Our adventure deck basically just doubled in size. That's kind of fun. Do you guys hate when people like riffle shuffle? That's when you do like one of these. I love doing it, and I feel like it drives people crazy. I do it when I play like Lorcana, which is a collectible card game, and I love watching the faces of people because they're so like shocked because some of those cards are worth a lot of money and it kind of freaks them out. So I'm going to put this over here. So that is then we have done cards 4 and 7. Once we have done 4 through 7, we shuffle in event 8. Okay, so we're going to keep an eye on that. Now we get to resolve the farmer weather effect. And in fact, we don't have I forgot. So in spring, it was really great when it was sunny. In summer, we really want it to be rainy. So we don't get a farmer effect today. Now, I will mention the crafter does not have any special things that happen during our dawn phase. That was dawn. The sun just came out. We did a couple of things. The crafter will have some special things that happen at dusk. And then, of course, throughout the day, both of them will have some things going on. But during the dawn phase, she doesn't do anything. All right. So the next thing that has to happen is both of them have to do their town actions, right? So one thing we need to do is we need to construct a building. And I feel like constructing a building might be kind of important. But the next thing I want to build is probably the general store. And we do not have, we're missing one thing. We need more income. And I really don't want to spend $10. Either one of them has to spend $10 to get our income up. That is real rough. Oh, but we do have the trading post. So the trading post will let us spend $2 and any one of these to get another one of them. Maybe that's what we do. Ooh, okay, so who should do that? I really want to send Todd on an adventure to see if we can find, but now we have lots of adventures that we can go on. So I feel like we should get this general store building soon because then we can just be done with that for the round, right? So let's, Todd does have slightly more money by $1. So we're going to send Todd to, almost went to the wrong place. We also need to hire workers. Maybe I'll have our crafter hire some workers because I think that could be very, very helpful for her. So we're going to go here with him, and that is going to let him pay $2. So I'm going to make some change with this, put my 10 back and get 8 back. And we're going to then spend one of our food to then raise our income by 1, and that will give us exactly what we need to do this general store. And I think I'm actually going to just do that right now. So I'm going to go to where we build, and I'm going to spend, this is going to bring all of our resources to 0. Surely that won't bite us in the butt later. And we're going to put this, because of the card, it says put it in the 1 slot. So we're going to start building that general store. We already have a spot for it to go. Let's just get that out of the way early and be done with it, okay? Now that we've done our town actions, we're gonna do our character actions. I'm gonna try and do them kind of in a row, unless for some reason it makes sense to do them out of order. But in the normal game, if you're playing with multiple people, these will be done simultaneously. So I'm just gonna try and do them in like farmer, crafter, just to keep myself sane, unless for some reason it feels like I need to swap that around. We'll see if that happens, but I doubt that it will. I think today I do want to focus on maybe getting at least one piece of equipment, which also means getting one cow. I think I'm going to go a little wild. I think I'm actually going to use the clear action to get rid of a little bit of this overgrowth that's happening. We didn't do any of that last season, but this season I think we're gonna do it. So I'm gonna use the clear action to get which I have to spend 4, and I'm gonna get rid of one of these to make a little bit more room on my board for farming. That's crazy that I have that kind of money to spend. I mean, I'm gonna regret it very soon, but now we have a little more room, and that feels good. Or should I have planted? No, we're gonna wait till it's cloudy to plant, because then I can plant 2 things. Okay, great. So she has kind of a crazy little system that goes on here. So the first thing I have to do is choose how I want to, if I want to restock or sell. Her whole thing, the way she makes money is she has requests that she needs to fulfill to then get money on. And she has like levels that of each individual good that she makes, that when she sells them, when she fulfills these quests, she's able to basically make extra money depending on the level of that thing. And the only way to level up her like base value of each thing is to fulfill requests and then trade them in to increase her like base value. I know, I explained that horribly, but just know she has to make things to fill requests, to then make money, to then make more money. Any way that I explain it, it sounds insane. What I mean to say is, what I really want to focus on is this request, okay? So I think I should focus on getting these things. She has this little draw bag, little poopy-doo here. I think I want to focus on this. So the first thing that I get to do with her is to restock or sell. And she is going to be restocking. I'm going to use the blue part here. I'm not going to sell anything because all I have are these 2 things here and I don't really want to sell them. So I'm going to restock this item, and that makes it go into the bag. Now, the next thing that happens with her is we get to gather materials. So we get to actually pull 3 things out of this bag and put them into her workshop. So we pull out these 3 items. This is oh my God, this is one that we need for our request. So it's great that we got that. So I'm going to put these in her little inventory in her workshop. Now we have the option to refine materials. So we can refine, each of these slots here can hold up to 5 things. And we can refine anything from here by putting it right into this slot here. However, if we want to refine past number 1, we basically have to spend the same thing from our inventory to do it. So if I wanted to refine this leather, I could move it to the next thing, but I would also have to spend a leather from our little inventory here. Now, I do have a leather in there. I definitely want to move, this is one of the things, this is like wood, it's a type of wood. This is one of the things we need for our request. As you can see here, we need a level 1 wood. So I am gonna move that into this little slot here. And then I think I'm just for fun so that we can start doing it, I'm going to refine a leather by putting it here and getting rid of this leather. And then while we're at it, I think I might also refine some paper by moving that into here and moving it out of our inventory. So then that way we start kind of refining some materials, because we may end up needing some of those things. And also I can sell these for gold, and also they'll give us the ability to do other things, which is really cool too. Now, at this point, everybody is going to come home. At the end of the day, we would return workers if we had any, but we don't have any. And then for both of these guys, we would refill his crop market. We don't need to do that. And then for her, if I was able to fulfill a request, right now is when I would do it, but we're not ready for that yet. So we're gonna move on to the next day. Let's see what the weather brings us today. It is cloudy and we have another event. And cloudy is great because cloudy is really wonderful for one of our abilities on Todd over here. So Todd is very excited. Todd saw the weather and was like, oh yes, today's the day. Before we do any of that, we have to read an event. Wood golems visit. Unexpectedly, a small group of wood golems visits town. They are impressed with the way you're using your resources. It's good and real nice. They all nod in approval. Do you like my golem voice? They offer to show you ways to improve your lumber processing so you make the best use of the felled wood. If you haven't yet built the lumber yard, build the lumber yard at no cost. Oh, we have not built the lumber yard. So just to be clear, in order to construct the lumber yard, we actually don't just put it out onto the board. It has to go through the construction process. So we're gonna add it over here to our little construction queue. So now the lumberyard is in construction. We're going to need to go and make some land available because we don't have we're not going to have a place to put that. Well, that's great. That was a nice little thing that we got today, a free lumberyard. I'm glad the golems are helping. You know, the golems might be the Bigfoot. Either way, I feel like Todd sweet talked the golems, right? They came over and they were like, I like how you're using your resources. Wink. They were hitting on Todd. That's the entire reason. And then they built us a lumberyard. And it was all for Todd. Maybe they think Todd lives in a lumberyard. Maybe their love language is lumberyards. All right, so now it's time for us to go out on the town. Let's do it. So here's where we get it's a little bit of a toughie because I really want to clear some land, but I guess I don't need to do that this turn. But I also want to get some workers. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Veronica go hire some workers. I'm going to have her probably hire the sprites. Sure, yes, we'll have her hire the sprites. And so we'll get those. And then I'm going to have Todd. I'm thinking about sending Todd on an adventure. Because he only has $5, and I really don't want him to have to spend that because I want to be able to plant multiple things this round. So I'm going to need a little bit of money. So I think I'm going to send Todd to go on an adventure and see where that brings us. An old well. You find an old well, boarded over and abandoned, but notice a glint of light reflecting within. Curious, you pry open the boards and see there is something shiny down there, a small adorned jewelry box. Getting it will be dangerous, and you'll need supplies. Choose how many coins you'll spend on supplies from 0 to 10. Oh no! Oh my gosh, do I spend it all? I only have 5 coins. But what if it's really good? What if it's a really good thing? Oh no, I don't know what to do. Y'all, I'm gonna risk it all. I'm gonna risk all my money on this. I'm gonna spend 5 coins. I think it was worth it. Okay, 5 or more. You find the jewelry box and secure it tightly. You return with it intact and sell all the precious contents. The sprites are impressed with your find. I gain $10. Look at that. And I would get to upgrade any of the sprites in here. But the only sprites in there were already at their highest, and I hired them. So I guess we won't worry about that. Okay. Well, Todd, that was worth it, buddy. Todd is coming into money, okay? And Todd is worried that it's going to change him as a person. He's always been just like Daddy Todd. You know, some would say, some in the village, not Veronica, she's not interested, but some, possibly golems, would say Zaddy Todd. And he doesn't want the money to go to his head, but it might. Okay, well, that was a good day. So now we're going to come to our player board. So Todd, it is... Oh, unfortunately, though, you know what's really a bummer? There is one bummer. There is one downside, is this adventure is marked with the villager icon, which means I can't do any of the sprite icons on his board, so I actually can't do that plant thing that I was so excited about. But you know what I could do? I could buy my cow. So the question is, do I buy my cow first, or do I buy my... I think I'm going to buy the cow first because the equipment I would have to buy too. I think maybe I will buy the equipment first. Let's get our equipment. So that's going to cost me 5 gold. And we're going to buy this equipment that is going to let me do a harvest, a sell action when it's next to something. And I'm going to put it right here. So it's kind of in the middle of everything. I still have to put a cow next to it before I can do anything, but I'm going to put it right there for now. So I feel good about that. We bought some equipment. Our farm is moving up in the world. I can't, unfortunately, buy any more crops. But Todd, you win some, you lose some, buddy. Just be happy we got some money. Now, over here, what's interesting about this is we are able to do some restocking and some selling. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to choose to restock this item because that is what we need for our request. And then I'm going to use my our little friend here to also restock. Oh, I could have sold. No, that's okay. We're going to use our little friends here to also restock. This goes down to 2. And that way I can put another one of these in the bag because we're going to need 2 of them. And right now we have none of them on the board. So now we're going to gather materials again, which is where we take 3 things out of here. And we at least got 1 of them, and they are going to go in here. So at least got 1 of them, which is good. So refining-wise, I'm going to definitely refine this because I need it to be here because I need to get those to level 2. And then I think I will also refine these other things just because then I'll be able to sell them. If they were any of the things I already had, I would refine those. But I think I'm just going to move them over here just so I can potentially sell them in the future, which would be good. Although, I don't really want to get this all all mucked up. That's a concern. Oh gosh. Okay. I think it's fine. I'm not overly worried. Everything will be fine, right? Everything will be fine. Oh, I just realized the worker action, I did it a little too early, but it wouldn't have changed anything, so I'm not gonna worry about it. But I should have waited to do the worker action until right now. We still can't fulfill our requests. We have no crops to refill, so let's head to the next day. All right, it is raining, and actually we get another event, which is kind of cool. Called to the Valley. An elderly man rides into town on his rickety mule-drawn cart on an otherwise unremarkable day. He stops in the middle of town and begins to unload. When questioned of his intentions, he simply smiles and says, "I've been called here by our creator to be with you wonderful people." All on his own, he begins to build. Oh gosh, I'm concerned. This man is bringing religion to the valley. Oh no. Place the chapel on the 4th space of the construction queue. Oh gosh. Hold on. Although the chapel does kind of give us something good once it gets built, so I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain. So we have a pastor in town. That's a little scary. I forgot to bring everybody home last night. They just slept out in the woods. That's fine. Today is exciting because Todd actually gets a free tend action. So I'm gonna use that to turn over these strawberries. And now it's time for us to head out into the town. We probably are going to need to clear some land here pretty soon because, my goodness, today I really want to plant today. No, darn it. Everything is bad. Everything is bad. Don't worry about it. It's fine. What I really need to do today is I need to plant some things, okay? But I can only plant one thing. I sort of feel like Todd might need, he doesn't want to work with any of these people. These people don't do me any good. Oh my gosh, Todd, your life is an absolute disaster. I just want you to know that, buddy. But we do need to probably plant some things today. Or we could sell. We could sell today, and then we could also use some villagers to, oh, I still have this. Oh, I didn't even see this hiding over here. Oh goodness, what's that? What is that? Are those beans? No, those are potatoes. Okay, this is getting wild. Todd, my friend, what you really need, Todd, is some money. We could sell our strawberries and buy our cow if I got some workers. Wouldn't be the worst thing we've ever done. Wouldn't be the best thing we've ever done. Maybe we'll do that. I really want to wait for a cloudy day to plant. And I really want a rainy day to be able to water, but there's nothing. I mean, there is this to water, so I guess there is that. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do with Todd. Todd's gonna go here. He is gonna buy some workers, hire some workers, and they're gonna come here. Okay, great. And then we're gonna come over here. So what is she doing? Should she maybe clear out some land? Because we got a lot of things coming up here. Let's clear out some land. So I'm going to take her over here. It costs 5 gold to clear land. We were just going in order. So I believe the next one we have to do is 3, which is right here. And we get some income. Man, it's too bad we didn't do that earlier. It's fine. We used the trading post. It wasn't that bad. Everything's fine. Everybody relax. Everybody's okay. Okay, great. So now we're going to come home. So what I want to do with Todd has to do one of the actions down here. And I think what he's going to do is he's going to buy a cow for 3 gold. And that cow, we need a name for the cow. I'm not going to name the cow. I need you all to name the cow. All right. This is your duty. Name the cow. And we'll reveal the name that I like the most on our next episode. How does that sound? Okay? You are responsible for that cow's name. Do not give it a stupid name. Listen to me. Give it a good name. Now this gets turned over. And every time that we would use this action, we could then use a second one because that's working. We're going to use that action now with our worker. I feel like everything I'm doing is the worst way I could do it. It's the most out of order. Things are just not going well, but it's fine. We're going to sell our strawberries, and they are going to sell for $5. So at least we have a little bit of money to then work forward with. And we got a cow and we got a piece of equipment. So I feel good about all of that. And we cleared some land. So now over here, I forgot to put this back here. She needs to restock this little bag. I think I need to put in more of these because I'm going to need these to be able to upgrade. Although I could do some selling. Oh, that's tough. How many things are in here? Oh, it's not many. That's for sure. What do I do? What do I do? I mean, selling is kind of good because it lets us advance one thing for free, which is kind of cool. So I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna sell one leather. Okay, we feel good about this? I'm gonna sell one leather, and that's gonna get us 1 gold, and it's gonna let us advance something for free, and I'm gonna advance one of these woods that we need for this request to the level 2 slot, because I need to have 2 of them in that level 2 slot, okay? So that's what we're doing. We're doing that sell action. Now we gather materials, which is where we take out 3 of these, and they're both the wood. And now we can do some refining. So unfortunately, we don't have any more wood in here, so I'm gonna move, oh, this is exciting. I'm gonna move 1 wood here for free, and then I'm gonna spend this wood to refine it to level 2. So now we actually should be able to fulfill this request at the end of this phase. I think I did something right. That's exciting. Okay, now I need to do the worker actions. I mean, I could do another sell type situation, but I don't really need to. I think I should add something to the bag, but I don't know what to add to the bag because I don't know what the next request is gonna be. That's a little bit concerning. I'm just gonna go back a second because I actually cheated. I could not have sold leather. I could only have sold this paper. So same thing, but because I have sprites, I could not have sold the leather. So I just wanted to go back and do that correctly. So I sold the paper instead. I think I need to add something into the bags. Yeah, I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna just start adding something into the bag because I think that might help because I'm gonna want more stuff in the bag to be able to pull from to do all this crazy stuff. So we're just gonna do that for now. And then we can fulfill a request. So this requires 2 level 2 woods. Put them up here for you to see. And 1 level 1 of this other wood, which we have. So we have all 3 of those. So this is very exciting. So we're gonna spend all of these over here to our little supply. Now we get 2 gold plus the amount that we have for this type of card, which is 5. So we actually get 7 gold. Let me tell you, she's much better at making money than the farmer. My goodness. Farmer is over here struggling to make $1 and she's like, meh, it's 3rd turn of the game. I'm making money, don't worry about it. And then she gets to put 1 thing into the bag as well. So let's put in, I just put in a green. Let's go ahead and put in, a blue. Do we have a blue out here already? We do. Let's go ahead and put in a purple, just so we have that in there. Okay, and then we hold on to this because we could potentially use this to upgrade that particular base value of that thing. All right, great, perfect, awesome. This goes back here. Everybody comes home. We're gonna move on to the next day. That was a pretty good day, I feel like. I feel like we accomplished some things. All right, today it is cloudy again. Okay. Listen, Todd, you listen to me now. We have got a chance to do this right. All right, nothing going on up here. However, we do have another event. We're getting like all the events at the beginning of the game this time, which is kind of crazy. So this is the fairies. Fairies aren't as reclusive as other sprites because they can fly. They live high up amidst the treetops. Getting up there is going to take some special climbing equipment that must be built from scratch. As your group climbs, the fairies flit around, laughing and encouraging you. By the time you reach the top, you expect to find the fairies impressed by your efforts, but instead, they're nowhere to be seen. What a bunch of jerks. All right, so we have to go down on one of these, which is fine. If culture is your highest resource, it's not. I mean, but to be fair, we only have 1 income. That is the only resource we currently have to our name. It's not going great, okay? Shuffle in event 50, otherwise shuffle in event 51. So we will do that. All right, we'll shuffle in event 51. There we go. And then set this card aside. When you have resolved cards 4 through 7, shuffle in event 8. Okay, well that is 3 of those. So we're getting close to being done with like kind of that little mini story. That's exciting. Okay, it's time to set out for the day. Okay, so I for sure need to do something that has to do with sprites today because I have to be able to plant today. We are not messing this up again, Todd. I don't really want to go deal with adventuring because that ended up poorly. I don't want to do that. What can I do that is sprite-worthy? What can I do that is sprite-worthy? I don't even know. I mean, I could go do an adventure, but it might go badly. Oh, Todd, what do we do, Todd? What's the plan? What's the procedure, Todd? I may just go here just to guarantee that I can use the sprites this round. I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna spend, oh, that's so silly to spend 2 and then that to do that. Do I risk it? Do I risk it all? I really thought we had more money. No? I'm like checking Todd's pockets. Todd, please, we don't have any money? I guess we'll do an adventure and we'll just hope for the best, okay? We'll just hope for the best. And then I think what she's gonna do, she might actually go clear land because we need to clear some more land to be able to make room for all these buildings that are coming out. So I think that's what she's gonna do. She's gonna go clear some land. So let's do Todd's adventure first because I feel like it's gonna break my heart in a million pieces. This just says into the unknown. Todd is out here. He put on a white gown. Okay, it's the middle of the night, and he is out here singing up a storm for all the village. He kept Veronica up. She's very upset, okay? She's not happy. So she's tired and cranky today because Todd is out here singing at the top of his lungs about the wind that talks to him in the night, okay? You've never been here before. That's all it says. That's the story. Get out of here. Okay, so I can roll a villager dice or I can roll a sprite die. Oh, it has to be one at the tower? Oh no. If there are no dice at the tower, nothing happens. Oh my gosh, this is totally gonna mess my life up. Yeah, this is not, I'm not gonna be able to plant again. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. However, I got 2, so a new source of productive materials is found. Lose one of these, which I can't, and gain one of these. So at least there's that. Adventures are hard. Man, the sprite would have been so much better. And now I can't plant. Oh, Todd, this is a bad day, my friend. We are not doing well. I'm not going to really be able to do anything productive with him. I mean, I can sell these potatoes for $1, which honestly I might do because then I'll have $5 so I can go here next round. I think that's what I might do. But first, let's do this. So we're going to clear some land. Let's clear number 4. And so we got a little bit more culture. That's exciting for us. And now we have all the land we need cleared. So Todd, my friend, your life is a wreck. I'm going to sell these potatoes for literally $1 just so I can guarantee, just so I can guarantee that I can plant something next round because I really need to be able to plant something. Oh my gosh. It is hard to be a farmer in this game. Let me tell you right now. And then I'm going to save this worker. I'm not going to do anything with them this round because I don't want to do any of these things with this worker right now. So I'm not going to do anything with that worker at this moment. And as for her, so she's going to restock or sell. I think I might need to sell because, although can I sell any of these things? Oh, I could sell this because I need a new request. So I'm going to sell, actually. I'm going to sell this. And unfortunately, it does not get me any money, but it does let me bring out a new request, which would be here. So now we have something new that we can work towards, which is great for requests. So that's fine. And then we're going to gather materials. So we only have a couple things in here now. So we're going to put these both right here. Now we get to refine materials. I think I'm probably just going to move everything to our number 1 slot for now. Oh, although I could move this leather. I could move the leather to the number 3 slot, which would then possibly let me do something kind of cool with it on the next turn. So I'm going to move my leather there and get rid of this. And then I'll just move this here. And then perform worker actions. This is where I'm going to add something into the bag. I'm going to add a paper. And then this is going to send this back to here. So I'm going to add a paper to the bag and the worker goes home. And we need to roll this. Okay. Wow, Todd, maybe we'll go buy a worker, actually. That might be really good for us. So everybody comes home. It is raining. And the good news about it raining is that it actually is going to bump these all up. So the general store will put here. Oh, and we get a thing. So we can get culture or we can get food. Let's get food. And we get to add a new one of these dice to the tower. So that's kind of good. And at the general store, we'll be able to go there and pay $3 to get an extra character action. So the character actions are the things that we're doing over here. So that could be possibly very lucrative. And it's another spot where we get either people or like villagers or sprites as far as what actions we can do on our turn. So actually that's pretty good. And then all of these are going to move up 1 as well. It is raining, which means that Todd gets a free tend action, but we have nothing to tend. Todd, your life is a disaster, my friend. I don't know what to tell you. I might do the thing where I get an extra character action with Todd, because I could potentially plant twice, or I could plant and then tend it, which would be kind of cool too. But I think I'm going to go here with Todd and pay the 3. Oh, or I could get workers. Hold on. I could get workers. Maybe that's what I want to do. That's cheaper, and it also kind of does what I want it to do. So let's do that. And then Veronica, what are you doing this turn, my friend? So now with her, the interesting thing with her is if we go here to the general store, I just looked this up. So basically she would get to do her whole party like twice, which is kind of cool actually. Because then she literally could go through her whole series of things she does 2 times in a row. And that could be kind of neat. But also, Veronica has not gone on a single adventure yet. Not that that's very exciting. Adventures seem to be rough in this world. So maybe I'll have her do the general store next turn. Because, yeah, it's sort of interesting that it seems like she takes all of her, because her whole thing she does is her character action. So if she did it twice, she would get to do the whole thing twice, which is kind of wild. So I think, though, for now, I'm going to have her... Gosh, I haven't even been looking at her skills that need to be a-doing. Oh, her skills take a lot of effort. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. How do you do? Let's have her go on an adventure this round. Okay, let's not go crazy. Let's go on an adventure. Okay, so I already had him hire his workers, so I'm going to have her go on her adventure. This is called Downtime. Deep in the woods, you find an enormous fallen tree with a large mushroom on it. Then the mushroom looks up, and deep, unblinking eyes regard you from beneath its cap. It's Messler, the swamp sprite. Okay, why do we know his name? Just thinking, he says, like I sometimes do about how nothing lasts forever. Everything fades, you know. It's sad and beautiful. Messler, the swamp sprite is depressing. Oh my God. So I can either try to cheer Messler up or sit and listen a while. Oh my gosh. Messler is the Eeyore of Mythwind. Oh, the world is awful. Listen, Messler, though, I get it. I kind of agree with him. All right, listen, Messler, I'm going to sit and listen a while. That seems like the right thing to do. And also, it seems like the kind of thing Veronica would do. She's not going to sit here and do like a whole song and dance to cheer him up. She's going to sit down and just, listen. So this is B. Okay. Thanks, friend, Messler says after an afternoon in the gloom of the forest. Sometimes it helps to talk. Goodbye for now. He kisses the fallen tree and whispers to it, and goodbye to you. It is only as Messler walks away that you notice that this fallen tree is in the middle of some older, strong foundations. It wouldn't take much to build on top of them. It seems fitting given Messler's talk of passing and rebirth. Choose a building in the supply for which you meet the prerequisites, put it in this construction queue for free. Veronica's adventure is wonderful. Meanwhile, Todd just goes out and gets beat up in the woods. What is this? Okay, so we could do the monument, the post office, the tavern, the bank, or the bakery. Let me kind of see what these do. I think I'm going to do the tavern. I feel like we need a tavern. I'm not doing it for any other reason than it seems like a nice thing to have. Probably the wrong thing to do, but that's what we're doing. We're building the tavern, okay? Just because I feel like we need a tavern. What else do we have? A trading post? We have a longhouse? Where is Todd supposed to drink after a day of being battered around by stone golems, all right? My guy needs a place to take the load off. Finally, Todd can do some things, okay? Todd's very excited about the day that we're about to have. So I am going to plant, finally, my goodness. Let's plant this one for free. So I'm going to put this up here so it's near that. And then I'll plant this one for 1. So we got some potatoes. Oh, wait, do I want this? No, I'm going to take this one for 1. Just kidding. We got some potatoes and some strawberries that are a-going. Oh, these are beans. I'm actually gonna spend 2, and I'm gonna take the potatoes and put them here. Okay, Todd, we are once again looking a little rough on money, my friend. And then we'll have our sprites. Oh, or maybe they can also plant. We'll have our sprites plant. Look at that. We're gonna get so many things planted this round. It's gonna be such an exciting day. I'm gonna put my beans down here. Beans down here. Bam. Beautiful. Oh, I could also make these guys do something. I don't think there's anything that I want to do, but I could. Okay, and then over here, we're going to restock. I'm gonna put one of these blue fellows in here. I think that's the only thing that's in here. At some point, I'm gonna have to start like really working on restocking things. Like, how do you restock faster? I guess you need a lot of workers. I feel like she needs a lot of workers to get stuff restocked, which is interesting. Oh, and then she can also use this to restock. Okay, then we gather materials. So we pull these 2 things out here, and then we can do some refining. So the only thing I think we're gonna refine is I am gonna send this to level 2, like so, and I'm gonna get rid of that just so we have that level 2 there. And then I will send this to level 1. So then we just need to get another level 2 of this, and then we can complete this goal. So that is really exciting. And also this goal will potentially let us upgrade one of our base values of something. So that's a really good request to try and fulfill. No workers for her, so these guys are gonna come back. And we head into our next day. It is sunny out, and that means, oh, we have some interesting things about to happen. All right, so our season effect, which is this, it's cloudy, rainy, sunny, lets us upgrade all of these by 1 at the tower. So that's kind of cool. So we do build the lumberyard because we're going to upgrade all of these. We're going to put it here, and that is going to give us, we can go there and we can use one of the workers, one of the villagers at our, of our player, like of our characters, and spend 4 to upgrade production. So there's that. And then the tavern is going to move up and the chapel is going to move up. We may need to clear some more land, believe it or not. Okay, I think I'm going to have her go and hire some workers, and I think she's going to hire all of them that are there, because I think she might need all of them. I'm starting to get the impression that workers might be kind of important for Veronica. So, and then I'm going to want to do some tending with him. So let's go somewhere where we can get, oh, he only has 2 coins left. Woof. Todd, you might be going on an adventure, buddy. I think that's what we're gonna do. Todd's going on an adventure. So, to review, Veronica went and had a peaceful moment in the woods with a sprite. Todd is probably going to get married into a family of orcs, all right, and taken off into the woods with them. More lost than they know. A couple of boisterous loggers argue on the road, wandering in the vague direction of your town. I'm telling you, we took a wrong turn. Beautiful place, though. Have you ever been here? We better hurry back to the logging zone, or we're going to be in trouble with the boss. They're lost and seem to be pleased to find you. Good morning. I don't know why they sound like that. It can't be helped. I can either point them towards the village and invite them to stay, ew, or I can point them back the way they came and trust they will not find the valley a second time. Oh, what do I do? What would Todd do? Would Todd welcome these people to our town, or would he send them on their way? I'm gonna send them on their way. I'm like not feeling it. I don't know who. I feel like the nature of this valley, the golems and the sprites, they're already not happy that we're cutting things down, and these are loggers. That can't be good. That's just gonna upset somebody. I'm gonna point them on their way and hope they don't come around a second time. The loggers go back the way they came, still arguing between each other. Well done, a nearby wood golem says, coming out of hiding. They were loud, disruptive. We're better off alone. There's lots of creatures in this world. So we gain a sprite die, and I get to re-roll it once if I don't like the result. 2 is pretty good. I'm gonna take the 2. Okay, well that wasn't so bad, and we got sprites, which is just wonderful. Okay, just wonderful. Okay, so now we're ready to do our thing. So over here, I think I'm going to tend to, do I want to try and sell some stuff, or do I want to try and get a skill? I think for now, I'm just going to work on making some money. So I'm going to tend these, excuse me. And then I'm going to use my workers here to, oh gosh, that's wrong, to tend, or they could plant something else. Oh, I forgot to refill this. Oops, hold on. Let's see what my options are. I could plant something else. That might be worth it. No, let's tend again. I'm going to flip this over. To tend like that. And then, now that I tended both of those, I'm going to use this worker to sell this villager. And because I'm selling and I have this this lovely piece of equipment here with a cow attached to it, I can actually sell both. So I can sell one and then I get to sell another one adjacent. So I'm actually going to make 8 gold right now. That's what we're going to do. Todd really needs some money, okay? Todd is like always just scraping by out here in the woods. Okay, so then over here, we're not going to do a lot with our workers. We're going to, what did we do? We bought both, so we can do any number of things. I think the thing we need the most are these blue ones, so I'm going to put one of these in the bag. Then I'm going to gather materials, but I don't have a whole lot, so it's literally just going to be that. I am going to move this to this slot. Okay, and then we have our worker action. So I want to be really strategic about how I do this. I think I need to use some of my workers to add another one of these into the bag because I need to be able to have enough of those to move them over. But then I think I might also sell this one so that I can then put, let's see, where is that at? Oh, I can't because that's leather. So let's just use them then. Or actually, hold on, I take it back. I'm going to use this. I'm going to take this thing back out, okay? I'm going to take this back out. I'm going to use this to sell my leather, which is that, and that's going to give me 1 coin, but it's also going to let me add 1 thing to the bag, so I am going to add one of these to the bag still. And then I'm going to use these guys to go here, and this lets me move 1 thing. It lets me advance 1 thing, so that'll be my level 2. So now I actually have enough to fulfill this request. So I'm going to use these and my paper to fulfill this request, and that's going to give me 2 plus this, so I'm going to get 7 gold. And Veronica's raking in the dollars over here, you guys. So there's that. And then I also get to upgrade a skill. So I'm going to use it to upgrade this one with the hammer. I'm going to spend that. And so I actually get to take off this little cover and advance this to the next level. Well, how exciting is that? Huh? That's great. That's just wonderful news. Okay, and then we have this here. All right, everybody comes home and we head into our next day. All right, it is sunny and we don't have anything special going on today. It's just a nice sunny day. Oh, let me move these back. Hold on, let me move all my workers back to where they're supposed to be. 1 moment, please. We don't have any more requests, so we're gonna have to get another request if we want to do another request. Okay, so what to do? Todd has some money. He's very excited about that. He's probably going to want to plant some more, and he does still have some sprites to do just that. I think I'm going to go to the general store and have Todd pay 3 to do multiple actions this turn. Veronica, where are you going, my friend? What is your goal? I think you might be going to hire some more workers, to be honest. I feel like she needs the workers. The crafter needs the workers. Okay, so Todd is going to get to do all of this twice, basically. So let's do that. So he is going to first tend as his action, which will turn that up to that. And then for his second action, I will sell these for $3. And then I will use these sprites, which will send them back to here. We'll roll them in a second, to plant. And we will plant this lovely, oh my God, thing. Oh, okay. Well, it does fit. Don't worry. So they'll do that. I will wait to use the villagers because there's nothing I really want to use them for right this moment. Okay. And then we'll roll those to put those back there. So those are his 2 things. And then he also used some villagers. So then over here, she is going to, she's going to sell this. Not for anything, but just to be able to flip a request, okay? Then she hired sprites, so she is going to then use this ability to put one of these in the bag, because that's what we're gonna need. And she's gonna pull these out and put them over here, like so, and we'll just move both of them into here for free. And then we're gonna use all of our workers to do fun things. So first and foremost, let's use one worker to put one of these in the bag. Boop. Let's use one worker to advance one of these things that we're gonna need to number 2 for free, and that will go back over here. And then let's use one worker here to put one of these wooden, oh, nope, hold on. One of these in the bag. Done, great. All right, we go to our next day of weather. All right, it is cloudy, and so that means I really want to try and plant some things. These are all gonna go up 1. So this is gonna go here. We're gonna get another worker die for the tower, excuse me. And then we have this ability here now, which is exciting. And then this is gonna go up 1. So we really need to clear one more bit of land. So I think that is the next thing we're gonna do. I'm gonna have Todd clear the land this time because I want him to be able to use sprites so that he can plant, because it's a cloudy day, which means I can use my skill so he can plant twice. That's very exciting. So Todd is gonna go here, he paid 5, and then the next number in order is, I believe, 5, right over here. And we get a production. See, eventually you just get things. Sometimes the game is kind. Most times it's not. So that's great for him. And then Veronica, I feel like Veronica, like her deal is really workers. Like she needs to get them workers. I also have not been looking at her skills at all. I've just been focusing on all this other nonsense, but whatever. It's fine. I'm going to send her here and she's going to get, I'm going to have her hire both of these workers. Let's go. Let's get this crafter system going. I really should have gotten her some skills. She has no life skills. It's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Over here, we've got Todd, and he is going to do the plant action because since it's cloudy, I can plant twice. Oh, I forgot to fill this in last time. Whoops. It's fine. Everything's fine. So I'm going to have him plant this and this. Okay. And so I have to pay 1 for that. And that is all he is going to do right at this particular moment. And then she is going to do all kinds of fun things over here. So we're really working towards getting more of this in here. She took this action. And I purchased 2 so I can choose which one I want to do. So I'm going to put another one of these in here. And then she's going to pull out 2, which there's 3. She gets to pull out 3. And there are 3 in here, which is very exciting. Very exciting. My goodness. Okay. So now I think she's going to put this one in the 1. And then she's going to put this one here in the 1 as well. And then I think she's going to spend this one to advance it to here to get it to that level 2. So that's exciting because we'll be able to fulfill this request. I like that. I feel good about that. I really want to spend this turn kind of getting some things. I could sell. Okay, so let's do this. Let's use this last worker here to sell this thing so that we can get a new request for our next round. And then let's get, let me roll this before I forget, because I will forget. There we go. Let's start putting some stuff in here. So we'll put one of these in here. We'll put, this goes down to 2. We'll put, I think I need to re-roll this too. I think I could be wrong. No, I think I can't remember. Well, you'll have to keep me honest. I could be wrong about that. I'm sorry. Let's put some leather in the bag. And then let's put some, what was that? I can't put more leather. So what could I do? I could go, well, we have to go down to 2. Let's just put some paper in the bag. Why not? I don't really know. Okay. And then that's all her workers. So now she can complete this because she has 2 of these and 1 of these. Oh, I forgot to put these back last time. Yeah, and those are level 2, and that was level 1. And so she completes this, and so she gets 7 gold. Veronica's killing it. Oh, there's nothing to advance. Oops. Well, that's fine. Worse things have happened. Okay, so that's all our workers. Everybody goes home. And we go on to our next day, which is actually our last day. Oh, let me not forget to refill these. It's our last day of this year, or this season, not of the year. And it is raining. So I'm going to put this here. We're actually not going to complete our chapel, which is interesting. So with rain, I could potentially tend, and then I could potentially do some selling, which is really exciting. So maybe that's what I'll do. So I have some money going into the next round for him. And then for her, I don't know. I just feel like maybe the best thing for her is to just get as many things into that bag as possible. So I might send her on an adventure because I don't really want to hire any more workers. So I definitely want to be able to tend. Let's go to the general store with him so I know for sure that I can use an action a second time. So he'll get to do his actions a second time. And I'm going to use Veronica's last day here to go on an adventure. Because Veronica had such a peaceful adventure. I feel like maybe she's a good luck charm for adventures. So what we're going to do is we're going to tend, and then we have a skill that lets us tend a second time. Right? Tend. Okay. And then we will, for our other action, let's do a plant. I mean, I could also tend this, but I think I'm not going to for reasons. So let's plant something. Let's plant some strawberries down here on the bottom. That might be the wrong choice, but I made it, so here we are. And then I'm going to use his our lovely little worker here that will then get sent back to the middle to sell. And because I'm selling, I get to do 2. So I'm going to sell both of these for 8. So then we'll at least have some money going into the next season. That's great. Now, Veronica's going to go on an adventure. This is called The Long Way Round. After a pleasant day wandering, you try a new path home through a rocky river ravine, only to find it has been cut off by stonefall. Rock golems are working diligently to clear it, but they won't be finished anytime soon. You may need to take an alternate route home. So I can do an old walking path winds its way up and along the cliffside, grab a walking stick and hike it, or I can wait for the rock golems to finish their work, then continue on the original path. You know what I think I'm going to do, because I think what she would do, as what Veronica would do, is she would just get on with her day because she's got work to do. Like, she is running a whole crafting business. So I'm going to pick up the walking stick and we're going to hike it. Okay. So the walk is a labor, leaving you parched and exhausted. However, you spot what looks like a scattering of raw gems. Amazing. Roll all these dice and gain as many coins as the value. Okay, well, that's great. I get 5 coins. Veronica's adventures are a delight, okay? Veronica's adventures are the best. Veronica is then going to do all of her things over here. For this next thing, I guess the best thing I could do is I could put, I don't have anything to sell, so, I have to do one of the actions out here. So I'll put a leather in here, and then I get to take 3 out and put them in here. Okay. And then, interesting. I wonder if I could, like, advance something all the way down. I probably definitely can't. I'm going to put all of these in here and call that a day. And then let's just work on getting stuff added to our whole thing here. So I'm going to put 1 here, and that's going to send him back to here. Let me just do it first, and then I'll do everybody in a second. So that's going to put 1 of these in here. We'll use these guys to put 1 leather in here. And then we'll use these guys to put 1 stick. Do we have a stick? Can we just sell a stick? Oh, wait, I could do this. I'll put them here, and then I'll use them to advance one of the leathers for free. We'll do that instead. And then that is our last day. So since it's the end of the season, we will end up shuffling up the season deck and putting that away. But we're also, for now, we're going to check our goal card. So as you know, we needed to construct 1 building, and we did that. So we gain an income, and then we shuffle in goal card number 8. Now, for character upgrade for Todd, we have to roll a sprite die, and we have to add that many overgrown things back in. So even though I got rid of this overgrowth, it's coming back. It's coming back with a vengeance, but I can put it anywhere. So I'm going to put it here this time. So we'll put that there. For Veronica's end of season step, it's a little bit bizarre. So we basically take the requests these requests all have like numbers on them. So they get separated out into these little decks of their numbers. I'm not going to worry about any of the ones that are 4 and higher for now, and you'll see why. So basically, these numbers on the back, we count how many sprite die are in play. So there's 1, 2, 3 in play, and we only put the numbered card requests into her pile that correlate to how many die we have. So if we had 4 or more sprites in play, we would add these in, but for now we only have 3. So we're going to add just the 2 and these. And these all get shuffled together. And we then draw as many as there are villager cards in play. So there are 3 villager cards in play. So she's going to head into the next season with 3 requests that can be fulfilled, which is kind of cool. So I'll just set those there. And that is the end of our season. I feel like just in the filming of this is going to be a longer video. So let me know if you enjoyed watching 2 characters get to play a little bit more, or if you prefer just one character. Who did you like watching play more? Did you like watching Todd's story kind of play out? Did you like watching Veronica's story kind of play out? Which of these characters do you think you would play? Keep in mind, we also still have the Ranger, the Innkeeper, and the Merchant as characters that we could like jump in and out. So you could let me know if you want to see one of these characters leave, have another character come in. Let me know all those things, and also let me know if you enjoyed watching this playthrough. I think for sure I want to play through at least the first year with you guys, and then we'll decide if you want to, if there's enough interest, we'll keep going. Otherwise, we might try a different game at that point. But I want to at least get through the first year, which would be 4 episodes, just to see where we land after 1 year in this game. But that is summer. Next, we will go into autumn, which I'm sure will bring its own wild challenges. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said before, if you want to see more of this kind of content, I post lots of board game stuff, lots of book stuff, lots of junk journal stuff. If you want to see any and all of that, make sure to like and subscribe. I'd love to see you back here for more. But for now, from myself, Todd, and Veronica, we will see you next time. Thank you so much for journeying in Mythwind with us today, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.